In professional sports, careers are often defined by raw talent or statistics, but sometimes they are shaped by something harder to measure: intensity, discipline, a relentless refusal to fade into the background. This is the story of Harrison Bader, a figure whose journey reflects how preparation, resilience, and timing can collide to reshape a career at exactly the right moment. This documentary explores the full arc of Harrison Bader's life and career, from early foundations to professional rise, from setbacks to renewed attention, and finally to why his name is being discussed so widely right now. It is not just a story about performance, but about relevance, perception, and momentum in a modern sports landscape that changes quickly. The early life of Harrison Bader was defined by structure and consistency. Raised in an environment that valued discipline, he was introduced to athletics at a young age. Sports were not treated as a casual hobby, but as a framework for learning responsibility, routine, and competitive focus. From early childhood, he showed strong coordination and physical awareness, traits that often separate casual participants from serious prospects. While natural ability was present, it was his work ethic that became noticeable first. Education played a central role in shaping his development. During his school years, Harrison Bader balanced academics with competitive sports, learning to manage time and pressure early on. Coaches and peers often described him as focused and methodical, someone who prepared carefully rather than relying solely on instinct. His interest in sports extended beyond playing, as he paid close attention to technique, strategy, and improvement. These habits later became critical as competition intensified. As his athletic path became clearer, Harrison Bader committed more seriously to developing his skills. Structured training replaced casual practice, and performance benchmarks became stricter. This period was marked by steady improvement rather than sudden breakthroughs. There were no overnight transformations, only gradual gains built through repetition and consistency. This slow, disciplined growth helped prepare him for the demands of higher-level competition. The beginning of Harrison Bader's professional career did not arrive with immediate spotlight or widespread attention. Entry into elite competition brought a new level of pressure and scrutiny. He was no longer competing among peers with similar experience, but against seasoned professionals fighting to maintain their positions. Early appearances were often limited, and opportunities had to be earned rather than expected. This phase tested patience as much as ability. Gradually, Harrison Bader began to establish himself. His defensive reliability, physical readiness, and willingness to take on demanding roles made him valuable in situations where trust mattered more than flash. Coaches recognized consistency even when headlines did not. His presence became associated with effort and preparedness, qualities that often gain respect internally before they gain public recognition. The rise to broader visibility came as Harrison Bader delivered reliable performances in high-pressure moments. When opportunities expanded, he showed the ability to adapt quickly. Rather than dramatically changing his style, he refined it. Small improvements in decision-making and execution led to noticeable results. Over time, this translated into increased responsibility and more prominent roles within competitive environments. Major achievements in Harrison Bader's career were not limited to individual moments, but reflected sustained contribution. He became known for combining physical intensity with strategic awareness. His athleticism allowed him to cover ground effectively, while his preparation helped him anticipate situations before they unfolded. These traits contributed to team success and reinforced his reputation as a dependable presence. However, the career path of Harrison Bader was not free from challenges. Periods of inconsistency, injury concerns, and shifting roles created uncertainty. There were seasons where expectations were not fully met and moments when his position seemed less secure. In professional sports, such phases can quickly redefine perception. Some questioned whether his earlier promise would translate into long-term impact. These struggles forced adaptation. Harrison Bader responded by focusing on controllable elements: conditioning, mental preparation, and situational awareness. Instead of attempting dramatic reinvention, he concentrated on efficiency and reliability. This approach did not immediately silence criticism, but it laid the groundwork for later resurgence. Persistence became a defining characteristic during this phase. The most significant chapter in this story is the reason Harrison Bader is trending right now. This surge in attention did not occur randomly. It followed a sequence of events that brought his performance, role, and narrative into sharper focus. A combination of recent high-visibility performances, media discussion, and contextual timing pushed his name back into public conversation. The trend began after a stretch of games where Harrison Bader delivered impactful contributions during critical moments. These performances stood out not only because of statistical output, but because they occurred when expectations were modest. Observers noticed a renewed confidence, sharper execution, and visible intensity that contrasted with earlier periods of uncertainty. Analysts began highlighting his role as a stabilizing force rather than a peripheral figure. Media coverage amplified this shift. Commentators revisited earlier stages of his career, framing recent success as a response to adversity rather than a temporary surge. Discussions emphasized preparation, mental resilience, and adaptability. Social platforms echoed these themes with clips circulating that showcased effort-driven plays rather than highlight-driven moments. This reframing played a major role in why attention grew quickly. Timing mattered too. The broader sports environment was primed for narratives of resurgence and reliability. In a period where consistency has become increasingly valuable, Harrison Bader's approach resonated. Fans and analysts alike began asking why his impact was being felt so strongly now rather than earlier. The answer lay in opportunity alignment. Preparation met circumstance, and execution followed. This trend matters because it reshapes Harrison Bader's career. Instead of being viewed as a player whose potential fluctuated, he is now discussed as someone who adjusted, endured, and delivered when circumstances demanded it most. The renewed attention is not just about recent performance, but about reassessment. It highlights how careers can evolve beyond initial projections. Public reaction has been largely analytical rather than emotional. Commentators focus on reliability, contribution, and role clarity. Fans appreciate visible effort and situational awareness, traits that translate across competitive contexts. Media discussion remains measured, emphasizing sustainability rather than short-term excitement. This tone suggests a shift from curiosity to respect. Currently, Harrison Bader occupies a position of relevance built on trust rather than speculation. His future possibilities depend on maintaining the same disciplined approach that fueled recent attention. Continued consistency could solidify his standing, while adaptability will remain essential as circumstances change. The path forward is defined less by potential and more by execution. In terms of long-term legacy, Harrison Bader represents a case study in persistence within professional sports. His impact may not be measured solely by records or awards, but reliability, preparation, and the ability to reassert relevance. Careers like his illustrate how success is not always linear and how timing and resilience can redefine outcomes. The story of Harrison Bader is ultimately about endurance, about showing up prepared even when attention fades and delivering when opportunity returns. If you found value in this deep dive into how careers evolve under pressure, make sure to subscribe for more cinematic documentaries that go beyond headlines and into the forces that shape lasting relevance.